What is the deal, YouTube? What's the deal, YouTube? And welcome back to the channel. Dolphins versus the Tennessee Titans. A lot to talk about in this game. If you're not following me on Twitter, make sure that you follow me on Twitter. The Twitter handle is @Casuwell, @KASUWELL. That's the Twitter handle. So yeah, make sure that you add me on Twitter. Also, add my Facebook page. I have been basically streaming every single Dolphin game this year. I've been able to stream most of them. There was one that I had a problem with my equipment. Because when I'm at work, I have to use a remote software. So that one game got screwed up, and I wasn't able to find a stream. Power ended up going out or something like that. So didn't work out for me, but I think I got it down packed now. Anyway, whatever the case may be, Miami Dolphins versus the Tennessee Titans. Let's go through the stats real quick, and then we'll talk about some of the things that I saw. This is not me doing film study or anything of that nature. This is just the things that jumped off the page live. You know what I mean? Not going back and slowing down the film, not looking at the film in depth, but just the things that I saw live. All right? So Matt Castle was 21 for 32, 141 yards and a touchdown. The Miami Dolphin defense stopped a top 5 run offense. DeMarco Murray had 14 carries for 58 yards. Henry, 4 carries for 9 yards. And we kept them under 100 yards. That is a hell of an accomplishment. If you watched my video on yesterday, if you watched Dolphin Fan Voices, that was one of the things that we talked about. We talked about this defense being able to stop a very good run offense. And they did. They did very well. Kudos to the DBs coming up, laying wood. McCain coming, fucking Rashad Jones coming, and the linebackers, man. I can't even recall how many times I heard Lawrence Timmons' name. Kiko coming up with big breakups. Oh, man, a very good game played by the defense. And yes, I know this was with Matt Castle. This is with the backup, so you got to take a point off of it for that very reason alone. But still, we went out there, and I thought the defense played very well, tackling well, didn't give a lot of big holes to DeMarco Murray or Derrick Henry. These guys coming off of, they've had some good games this year, running behind a decent offensive line. So for us, Jay Cutler was 12 of 26 for 92 yards, a touchdown, and 1 interception. Interception was dumb as hell. Threw it up in the coverage, ball tipped and picked off. Jay Ajayi, 25 carries, 77 yards, and 11 was the long, but he had a very big first down around the 2-minute mark that allowed us to get the clock all the way down to 40 seconds. If he doesn't get that first down, then Tennessee might have had more time to run a few more plays later, but he's able to get a big first down at the very end of the game and allow us to continue chewing clock. Damian Williams, 3 rushes, 15 yards. Jay Cutler, 2 scampers for 8 yards. Jarvis Landry led us in receptions, 5 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown. Julius Tom, everyone else had 1 catch, from Thomas, Stills, Williams, and Parker. All had 1 catch. Devontae Parker ended up leaving with an ankle injury. I don't know how serious that is. We will take a look. Sacks coming from all over the place. Branch with 1, Alonzo with 1, and Charles Harris with a huge sack in the 4th quarter to force a punt. Big time sack from Charles Harris. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. The defense, man. The defense were the standouts. They were the standouts. Stuffing the run, stopping the pass, other than 1 blown coverage with the tight end, which was called back for a pass interference call. That was the biggest play of the day from the Tennessee Titans, and that was nothing. Ended up getting called back. But an absolutely fantastic show from the defense. So what stood out the most for me, this offense is still nowhere where it needs to be. If we play like this versus competent quarterback play, we're gonna lose. I'm happy as hell that we got our second win. To me, it comes down to the first win because in the end of the game of the Charger, that game wasn't really in our hands. That's how I look at it. But anyway, the record books show that right now we are 2-2. Next week we go up against a very potent, powerful Atlanta Falcons roster. They do not have Matt Castle as their starting quarterback. They have a very decent quarterback in Matt Ryan, and we're gonna have to score points. This offense still looks like shit. It does. It still looks like crap. And I don't know what's going to improve it. Cutler still... I saw receivers dropping passes today, too, by the way. Jakeem Grant had a touchdown in his hands. He dropped it. He's got to make that catch. Parker makes that catch. Carew makes that catch. Jakeem Grant drops the ball in the end zone. That's one we got to have, Jakeem Grant. We need every single fucking point we can get at this point. You know what I mean? Anyway. Whew. I'm gonna be at the Atlanta Falcon game next week unless something changes. You never know what could fucking change. But as I sit right now, I will be at the Falcons versus Dolphin game to see how we play in that game. But the defense, man, this defense is looking like a top 10 defense, especially in the run game. These guys are giving no holes. They're stuffing backs in the backfield. Today we went up against a very good offensive line, and we looked like a top 5 defense. Now, granted, as I said earlier, that's what Matt Castle at quarterback, so nobody's really afraid of their passing game, but still, this defensive line is looking fantastic. You know what I mean? Rashad Jones played a game. Yes, Rashad Jones played huge. I know it's repetitive, but the offense has to do better. Yes, the offense absolutely has to do better. Just think we got this win with a Kiko Alonso strip and a Rashad Jones return for a touchdown. And we still only won by 6 points. You know what I mean? So our offense has to fucking get us some points. I feel like we have a defense right now. If the offense can get us 24 points, we'll be in every game. But the offense has got to get us 24 points. That's how I look at it. 24 points, man. We can win a lot of football. But the offense has got to put points up on the board. Anyway, man, huge fucking win. Still with that uneasy feeling. I had that uneasy feeling the entire final minutes of the fourth quarter, man. Final minutes of the fourth quarter, very uneasy feeling for me, especially after we missed the field goal. But yeah, huge win. Dolphins go to 2-2. Next game we play a very high-powered Falcon offense. I don't know if Julio Jones and Mohamed Sanu are going to play. Of course, they will be huge factors if they do play. Folks, this Saturday, make sure you join me right here on the channel as we do the Dolphin Fan Voices podcast. By that time, I would have been kind of went through the film, got a better in-depth look at exactly what's going on with the team, what's going on with the line. Saw a lot of instant pressure on Jay Cutler today, especially straight up the middle. Anytime you're getting A-gap pressure against a quarterback, it's forcing him off of. There's a lot I got to go into when we talk on the Fan Voice podcast, man. But yeah. What's up with Maxwell? Maxwell was benched. Um, he was benched for the rookie Tank, and Tank has played very well. He played well versus the Saints. Almost took one from Drew Brees. Today he wasn't a liability again, but of course that was against Matt Castle. Next week is a test. Next week he'll probably be matched up one-on-one versus Mohamed Sanu if he plays, and that'll be a real good test. Just like this week was a good test for our run, as Tennessee is a top 5 rushing offense. Next week we go up against the aerial assault of Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, and I'm going to be really interested to see exactly how this defense deals with Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, the running back out of the backfield, tight end over the middle. I forget that third guy's name. He's very fucking quick in space. So it's gonna be interesting. Howard is probably gonna be matched up one-on-one versus Julio Jones with some safety help over the top, because you wouldn't be a fucking fool to leave Julio Jones one-on-one with anybody. Anybody not named probably Patrick Peterson or maybe Richard Sherman, maybe, I don't know. But it's going to be interesting next week. I can't wait to see exactly what happens. Anyway, man, join me next fucking week, Saturday, 7 p.m. right here on the channel. We will be doing Dolphin fan voices. We'll talk more in depth about this Dolphin versus Titan game, and then we'll segment into the Falcon game. We'll talk about other topics that comes up. Oh yeah, before I leave. Never mind. I'm not going to go into that. I'll go into that on the Dolphin Fan Voices podcast. I'll talk to you guys next time. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Fins up. Good win. Defense. We out, man. We like, you know the fucking household you go into and you're like, damn, dog. Y'all don't never have two damn things that match. You remember that shit on the goddamn movie? That's how I feel about the Dolphins, man. Last year we had a good fucking offense. Offense was decent. And the defense was fucking trash. Remember that shit? How many years that shit has happened to us? Now this year it looks like our defense is good and our offense is fucking. We don't never have two things that goddamn match, man. We got milk, we ain't got no damn cereal. We got peanut butter and we ain't got no goddamn jelly. What the fuck going on, man? Why can't we ever have two things that match, man? Anyway, come on, offense. We got to do better than this. We got to do better than this, man. If you told me that we would go through this many games in the season and still be looking at and this was supposed to be the easy part of the schedule, because after week 6 shit goes downhill. We play the Patriots twice, the Raiders, the Broncos, the Chiefs. These are supposed to be the games that were easy, and we're struggling with all of them. Every single one of them. None of them has looked easy. None of the 2 wins have looked easy. Anyway, man, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.